Hello there, and welcome to a new game review. I've stumbled upon this game. I haven't looked at it in advance. It is bullet type. You can see it's like 3 minutes for each, but considering their levels of play, I think that what they can do in 3 minutes probably to take me more than 10. So time is less important here, but the moves themselves. And I guess the greater they are, the more it speaks about the experience they have and the way they think with this. Uh, so let's see what they got into. All right, starts queenside. It gets me to think if this is actually a better move than this one, or which would be the variation for it. Okay, he opens up. Probably the next move is going to be to have the bishop here and aim for the pawn. Okay, he doubles here, so then he continues with this one. I'm curious if he's going to protect the pawn with the horse, the bishop, the pawn, the horse, or just will leave the queen there. He gets the horse out. Okay. One pawn seems like this is a bit more timid defense. Well, that's at least in my eyes might be way more different in reality. Seems like now it's double attacking this pawn. Pressure is mounting. Possibly easy to defend though from that position. And now the third angle of attack comes from this one. And it doesn't just attack this pawn, but also defend this one at the same time, which is quite interesting. If he wants to overtake this pawn, there are a lot of them that can do it, to defend it. I think here I would move the horse just to add more defense to the pawn. He he chose actually a better move than I thought. He just moves forward, threatens the horse, relieves the pressure on this square, blocks this pawn over here. Yeah, this is an interesting setup. Mm, I'm I'm thinking about what could happen next from the white perspective. Queen here, but that would be cheap because it's easy to deflect. Then queen here, then you need something like this to go for this one. This one is protected by this one, but I suppose it's uh, easy to deflect in two moves with this one, yeah, like castling in there. All right, I'm really curious where the game will go though. Okay, this horse is a little bit spiky. He says that I don't care about your bishop over here. My aim is to go here, but well, it's not gonna help too much. Definitely, it's protected by this one, and probably if white takes with the bishop, it will allow the pawn to get in behind enemy lines. Hmm. This is a secret operation that we have here. Will the enemy find out what we plan? Quite interesting because always in chess you have like you can have bird's eye view of the terrain and you can see all the pieces and you start with equal pieces, so it's always equal chance, equal opportunity type of warfare. If we think about it in military terms. Right, this horse will double on this one, although again, what black developed here is a triple-sided defense. Well, now it's just double, and now we have three ways to win this exchange. And if the queen is the last, we can win this rook. Interesting. He chooses to take. That's, I think, a better approach. That's okay. I wonder if white will castle next. Okay, we have pressure mounting on this side. This will be a winning exchange for black, I think, and there is no. Hmm, If I think about it, I think I'll choose to take this pawn. Maybe it's not the best choice. Okay, he does this. Okay. Um, all right. He moves forward with the pawn to block its advance. Otherwise, this bishop would have been put in a pretty treacherous situation. I stopped myself because I saw that this bishop can give a check to this one, and there's no stopping it. So he'll be forced to move, and after that check, probably you can castle with this rook, threatening this one, and yeah, I'm curious how things goes. Okay, black continues forward, um, hmm, pinning a little bit this positions. You can't go there anymore. Okay, he castles first instead of checking. I guess it doesn't lead anywhere yet. And these are like very fast. Uh, I'm just looking at the clock itself, and I'm a little bit amazed because this uh, position in the game probably would have taken me up to at least 2 minutes to get here if I was considering my moves. Definitely, if I would play bullet chess, I would probably play like I played 2 games ago, um, with blunders and mistakes all over it. Okay, he moves the horse here. He also doubles in protecting this square, and now he can castle. Honestly, I think that if you move this first, he could have blocked the enemy, the black player from castling. Even if in 2 moves he could have put a threat on the bishop. Okay, he goes on the left side. Hmm. I'm unsure exactly why, probably just to mount some resistance, to force some resistance in that position. Okay, maybe the real goal was to get here and take this pawn, but that's not good because of the bishop. So here, actually, here is a good position, and then you have a good. Stop arrowing weird. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the approach. Okay. Now it's a triple fork with the horse, but I think he just doesn't do it because then it will be just a lonely pawn behind enemy lines. And would it be that bad though? Um, I think so, because there's no way to defend it. So yeah. Okay, this queen is then moved here. I wonder why. To get here, here. I think here it's a good idea if the horse gets to stay here. So like if the queen moves here and the horse gets here, maybe the only way to stop that is this one and this one. Actually, this one too. Yeah, there is plenty of ways to stop that, I think. If the final goal is to get here, probably that's the intention. Okay, now it forces the horse to move. I also dislike, en passant. Okay, good. Um, then that gets to get shoot over. Okay, that's probably for this pawn. Okay, then that pawn moves over. Probably to stop the queen from going here, maybe? But this one then will not be protected by anything unless the horse moves, which makes me think, well, it didn't move yet, probably not to lose it to the bishop. Okay. So the queen does eventually get here to get the horse, to pin the horse down, but I mean, I'm not sure if that's really an exchange that it's fortunate here. Now the horse cannot come in this way because its protector is gone. So that's a bit of a loss, I think. This one is only protected by the horse, so maybe we can win a pawn from this exchange. Although I'm not sure in what I would be able to develop it, even if I would do it. Okay, it seems that the black player saw the same thing and protected the pawn. Okay. I'm unsure why the horse moved here. Yeah, I'm curious what this will develop into. All right. Now this move is dependent on the horse sitting here, protected by the bishop. Hmm. Honestly, I think this is an a threatening move, I think, for the black player because I would think about taking this with bishop. This one is not threatened, so it doesn't need to be defended. None of these positions are threatened either, nor is this one. So I'll take this one, and if he wants to take the horse, then I can take a queen for free. And then what to do next if I take this one? If I take the pawn? Well, I'm not sure. I didn't think that far. I'm just saying that this one can be taken because of the queen pinning the horse. Mm, Maybe he thought that, I think he moved here because he wanted to defend this pawn that is threatened by this rook now. Now the arrow doesn't want to listen to me. I think this is mutiny, so we'll have the horse execute the mouse, obviously, not the rook because it's not mine. Okay, okay, so I can see that. So, oh, he doesn't go for the pawn. I guess it's too small of a take. But in this one, it's still a loss for the white player, so there's something else amiss. And this can happen, and it doesn't. I wonder why, though. If this happens, I mean, honestly, I would have done this. What can the white player do if the pawn is here now? Hold the horse here maybe, and then take that one. Not good enough. Take this one. Okay. This one is taken. This one is blocked. And then I take this one. He takes this one, the rook still protects it, so there is a fiasco. Yeah, I'm not sure why he went here. He went back here. Because okay, he went here because now with the bishop here, the rook cannot take the pawn, so he goes back to defend the pawn. Okay, he moves the horse there. This one is not under threat. Honestly, I think I may have moved this one here, but then he can counter with this one, and yeah, it's nothing. But if he took this, I could overtake with the bishop, take a shot at the rook. But yeah, I think the better move would be here to move it forward. Okay. Now the horse, to be fair, can't move here, not here, not here, not here, only back here. Here can't. Oh, can you not like? Okay, so I think it's because of this. Okay. So this one can't. And this one he can't. And so this one he cannot do it either because he gives a horse for a pawn. I don't know. Unless the pawn moves here, in which case he still has advantage over this entire area. Um, yeah, I don't know. He needs to do this, but he's gonna expose his king, which is not something that I would think about doing in good conscience. I don't say I'm not gonna blunder and do it. I'm just gonna say that in good conscience I couldn't do it. Okay, he activates his rook to protect the bishop that's not threatened. Well, I mean, it kinda allows for a cheap shot at this one, I think. I mean, it's not a cheap shot, it's still a pawn, as they're equal in pieces, but yeah. His doesn't do it, okay. Why just one piece? I see. So when he moved here, it was doubling as protecting the pawn and attacking this pawn. And now with this one, he protects it. Then he moved his rook here. I still don't understand exactly why. He moved his pawn here so he can move his horse away. Oh, okay, he wanted to have this pawn protected, even if this bishop moves, which I would honestly go for this one. But he moves his bishop here, and he can't do this because actually he can if he wants an in, because he would win one pawn with this one. Actually no, because then comes the queen and then the horse, right? Yeah, he cannot do it yet. So I mean I think maybe moving his pawn here, and then this one takes, and if he wants to take with the horse, then he takes, but the queen was there anyway. All right. So he wants to break free on this side, I suppose. Okay. Moves the queen here to reinforce this side. Okay. The attack on this front. And he would have 1, 2, 3, 4. And he will have 1, 2, 3, 4. So it naturally go like this. 1. Hold on a second. So this one is here to threaten the bishop. If the exchange here ends with black lasting, but then he will lose the bishop either way, and then he could have won with this one a piece. Ooh, there's like a domino set that's unfolding. That has been said before I realized it was set, and now I'm seeing it. Well, it gets to speak about my capacity, I suppose, compared to the high level that the game is. So if this one goes here, this one dies, this one gets here, this one gets here, this one dies, this one gets here, this one dies, then the horse starts acting, this one dies. Maybe we start with the bishop here. This one dies, this one dies. Yeah, and then the queen comes here, this one dies, then the queen comes here, queen wins. Oh, actually no, this horse I didn't move yet, so this one comes here, and this bishop dies. And if the queen wants to come here, the horse dies, but then the last queen wins. So black will get the advantage on this front. And he's only left with probably this move here. Okay. Ooh. Okay, probably predicts that and moves here because it would get to scare the horse away, I suppose. This can't move, it loses, it gets back, it's saved, can't. Dice. Can't. Yeah, also this one. So he has 3 viable options to escape. Okay. Probably a trade here will be in favor of white because we get a piece here, maybe? Oh, this also. And I always protected this pawn from the horse. Okay. Yeah, it takes. And then, yeah, runs away the horse. getting here. Okay, so this one protects this one. Yeah, I think I'll take this pawn now and threaten the horse again. Okay, good. Yes. We're on track. Moves, so it'll be horse for horse. Palm, palm. Probably I'll move the horse away, because I lose bishop for a horse, and another horse for a pawn, which would be in white's disadvantage. So moving the horse probably is a better idea. Alright. That one moves. Yeah, it's still a threat. It's 2 pawns behind enemy lines. Yep, get rid of the horse. Ooh, and now he's in a fork. Interesting. Probably I would have moved here then. Okay, now it's fork. This is an interesting scenario. So if he gets here to make a threat on the rook, this one already is a queen check. Not good. Yeah, I don't see an easy way here. The only thing you can do is to prolong the inevitable and check. And then you can take with the rook and it's still the same thing. Okay, he takes that one. He knows that if he wants, he can take a rook. Become a rook. He just took a rook. Just so this guy cannot take another queen, I think, white, and get a lot of points. Alright. It's interesting that even though he got promoted to a rook, he gets only a +1, even though he lost a rook. Yeah, the advantage was +4 from taking the horse. And he chose to take a pawn to gain some material. He chose to take a rook because he knows he's going to be overtaken and not to give too many points. Probably then he could have just taken a bishop then, or a horse instead of a rook, or maybe just to force him to do this move instead of anything else. If it was a rook because of the points, maybe. All right. Well, chip check happens at this level as well, I suppose. This one has been a bad move. The horse can't move here, but it can move definitely here, here, or there. So this one not. Okay, he takes. Okay. Oh, interesting choice. White has advantage anyways. Probably that exchange is good for him. The amount of pawns is different, so. Okay. I mean, I would think I would choose to take the bishop out. This one was going to come here. Why did the king move here? Okay, this one protects the pawn. This one threatens the rook. Okay, I think this one is a good move further in. Not okay, taking this pawn maybe. I mean, honestly, I think I would have done this. Check. I take this. Oh, and then he checks me. Yeah, not a good idea. I mean, I take it. So yeah, I think I would have moved the pawn. I'm curious at analysis if this would have actually been better or not. Okay, that moves. And one blocks, takes. Yeah, moved in advance. Moves to take. Moves to protect. One. 2, 3, 4. I mean, no. So 1, 2, 3. 4. Actually 4 here. Because if he takes this one, I can take this one. It'd be the rook here, so no, it's not a good idea. Interesting, but yeah, it would be a bed. Interesting accent. Where did it come from? Comes here? No, I think it just wants to come here and take this pawn. So we ran away. Actually, no, just not to threaten the rook for nothing, I suppose. And he can't move here. Okay. Threatens to overtake this guy. Well, I mean, yeah, if he actually no, turn into a rook, take his rook, then this one wins, I suppose. Oh, okay. This one threatens to take the rook if the bishop moves from there. Okay. Yeah, this one first, then he saves it. This one. Yeah, I think if he takes with the horse, it's +3 points, +5, -3, so they would be equal because of the number of pawn difference. And he would have this one secured. Okay, this one overtakes, the pawn is lost, checks the king. I would be in a pretty big pinch here, to be honest, if I was white, because I wouldn't know how to end this game. Probably I would come here, and then I come here to threaten the horse for me to take the pawn. Okay, keeps the horse safe. I think I will move the king here. Checks again. Okay, this one moves to blocking the king. Interesting. Okay. Threatens the horse. Alright. Checks the king. Yeah, the only position is here. Check again. Comes back, check again. Oh, and then you force a mate? A mate, sorry, a tie. Actually, no, he doesn't want a tie. He wants to win. Take with the king. Check again. Okay, interesting. Takes the pawn, takes the other pawn. Okay. Moves up. Check. Yeah, steals the pawn. Boxes in the king. Okay. This one definitely has the advantage because he has one extra pawn. Okay, he wants to take this one. Oh, this would be a sensible choice here. I think I would just move the pawn, yeah. And he can only just come here to stop it. Oh, okay, he wants to move forward. Honestly, I would take the pawn here, yeah. Check. Move to the left. Move. What? Why is that a good one? I think he knew he's going to lose, then why not resign then? I think I would have moved here. And this one defends. Then this one comes. And this one probably comes here then. Yeah, I think it's lost regardless for the black player. Well, this one is pretty much saying it's conceding the game. Maybe plays on time, but then I would have just bought. I would have just bought time with this instead. Well, at this level, I think it's just insane microing and doing like pre moves. just like 0.2 seconds. 4.4, 0.4 seconds. Okay, the pressure to make mistakes would be huge. I think I'll come here, and then pressure him until he gets to the other corner. No, to 0.9. Oof. Okay. And it just climbs down. Ooh, he didn't have time. Yeah, it took him probably because this guy took like 0.1 to move here. Yeah, shame, really. Uh, like on this move, probably you just way faster to do this. Uh, that would have been made for white. Oof. Yeah, here it was a difference of 8 seconds. To be fair, the white player was better in moves definitely, but he lost on time. Quite quite an experience to look at it, to be honest. Let's get a little bit into the game review and see, explore a little bit my idea. I forgot exactly where it was. Ooh, actually, blunders happened. Interesting. We'll get there. First, I want to see. I think I forgot exactly what my move was. My idea was somewhere around here, I think. Okay. Yeah, I totally lost my idea. I forgot where exactly it was. Maybe it was before all this. Yeah, short memory. I literally forgot where it was. Okay. Let's look at this textbook until eighth move. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay, this one gets here. Probably still close to textbook since they are the best moves recommended. There's an accuracy, still costed by white lost their advantage. Should have moved the pawn here. And this one responds like this. Okay, so then this one checks. Oh, yeah, checks here. Like I said previously, I'll check here and force the king to move. There's no way to stop it without losing. Well, I mean, you can do this, but then yeah, it's just not a problem. Yeah, it's a good idea, I suppose. The computer thinks it is. Okay, this one will probably move here. As long as protected, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Chip shot at the king. Good. I like chip shots. This one served its purpose probably and doesn't do anything now. So we go here so we can move with the horse here. Okay. No, move with the rook. Okay, some moves here. Let's see. We go for the pawn, protecting the pawn. Not moving the horse yet. Okay, this one gets into protection mode. I'm not sure what that is there. Okay, whatever. Alright, so the horse moves here. This was the next move. Threatening the horse, it's a good choice, but now the game is close to equal. White had an advantage on the left side. Okay, great. Okay. Reveal an attack on the pawn. Can you show me the follow-up? Hey, show me the best. Now show me the follow-up. Okay. Thank you for not much, I suppose. Isn't this offer an equal trade of pieces? Okay. Key defender is a pawn hanging. Okay. Yeah, I thought so that this one is a good idea to move here eventually. It's a little bit later, and this one overtakes, probably takes the other rook. I activate here. Okay, why would we want to be here? Ah, take this free pawn. Gotcha. Protect the horse. I mean, why not do this then? Ah, because of the queen being no problem there. Okay, what's been the best then? Oh, okay. I mean, yoink. Move to push the pawn on pass. Okay. Apparently, pushing the pawn here is better. I mean, we eventually do it anyway. We take with a horse so we can threaten the queen. Yeah, we push this pawn so we can give something cheeky with the queen. Yeah, it's a shame we can't do this. Okay. I think I'd probably go here with the rook. Okay, what's the best one then? Just checking. Okay. Now we pin the horse, I think. I mean, is it this really a good choice? Right on target. Ah, because I would take this pawn, and there's no way to protect it. I mean, you could like move the rook here, really. Okay. Then I'll take this one then. Taking the pawn, protecting the pawn. Why do we move the king here? Okay. White gets more and more advantage, to be fair. This one is still in a strong position. Yeah, since when? Ooh, this one is a pretty strong move here, putting this one queen here. Okay. So it's not really that big of advantage here, it's just the build up from it. Okay. This one loses the advantage. Okay. Would have been better than pushing the bishop away. Okay. And here? Huh. Pins the bishop. Oh, why would I want it to be pinned? Because protected. And I cannot take it. Not now anyway. I mean, probably I'll just do this. Oh, okay. And then this one, this does this one. And there's no use for me to do this. Anyway. Okay. To capture a free pawn. Yeah, I was thinking about this as well. He moved his queen here, and then he would do this. I'm safe. And actually no. And what else would you do? Move the bishop here back? This lose the pawn. I mean, this lose the pawn too, so. You say to move here, then what's the best move? Ooh, counterattack. Okay. Is this really the best move that you can do? Apparently so. And now that is moved, you can move this and threaten the queen. Finish to move the queen. So they can do this now with the horse. Ooh, damn. Interesting. Okay. Now he overtakes. Now I move here. Threaten to take. Okay, now I threaten to take the queen. Move the queen to a check. He moves the horse to defend. I get here. Why am I not taking the rook? I should take the rook. There's only one good move there. Okay, say I get here. Then what? Why would he move his king there though? Okay, I did this. Only then he takes. Then he takes this one. I get to move here. We can't do this anymore because of the bishop. Protecting this one, I suppose. Standing there. Threatens. Take this one then. Overtakes. This one will scare the bishop away. Why would I move here? Check. Right. And then I can move here. And I takes. Okay. He takes it for free. He closes this one. I check this guy. Then again. Can't only go there. Take. Take this one. Moves this one to protect it. Activate the king. Yeah. More favorable position, but probably not something that you would see in 3 minutes, and also the computer without a computer. Or anyway, I wouldn't be able to see it. Okay. It's interesting that this is considered like the best option was to recapture a piece when this one will be lost. Actually, no, it won't be lost. So like I think this one, okay, this one, take with the king. Then we escape. Threaten the horse. Get here to threaten the bishop. Threaten the horse again, probably. Yeah, no, the fork is not good. So we get here. This one too. I don't know what exactly. Why not do this? Okay, actually no. Yes, and then I win it. Okay. Seems like it's a bad choice. I mean, I would give 3 points for effective 6, and somehow it's a bad idea. Can I see why though? Okay, so we lost 3. Okay, bam, bam. And I win 5. Oh, because now this guy is free here. Yeah, and I can't do this. Well, yeah, I can't move here because this will be protected. Can't. Yeah, I can see. I can see now why. Okay. Okay, then we get here. To root this guy out, we get to protect this one. Okay, it goes here. Probably check in. Threaten the bishop and protect the pawn. Threaten the rook. Take the bishop. Takes the horse. Goes here. Goes up to take the pawn, I suppose. Move here. I win in this exchange. Bum, bum, bum. If he takes any pawn, then I take this pawn, I suppose. Right. And he takes the left one, I take this one. Then he can't move downwards to threaten those guys. I go to threaten the pawn. He goes to defend it. I get to move this one. He gets to check. I think I can move here. Can threaten that pawn. Move this one here. Okay. This one to protect that one probably. This one continues to move up. So he can't check me anymore. Well, he still does. So. There's some good change. I check you. He needs to move there. I need him to move away. Now I can move my pawn. Checks me. Force him to go upwards. Yeah, mate in 20. Yeah. Yeah, it gets pretty complex, but it's obvious that the white wins here anyway. Well, it was an interesting game. See you on the next one. Cheers.